State Senator London Lamar is calling for federal lawmakers to prioritize the people they serve over politics, so nobody has to go hungry.
What you're seeing is this Democrat-Republican fighting. The people on opposite sides of the end won't come to the table, negotiate, and put people first. That is going to kill our state.
Stealing? Is stealing the way out of this problem? Because the EBT cards are gonna be stopped, because your stamps are gonna be stopped, that does not make you go stealing, and that should not encourage you to go stealing. Why would you go into a store to loot a store because your EBT cards were stopped? Because you feel you're starving, you can't cope anymore. What are your hands meant for? What are your legs meant for? Why can't you look for a job and get something doing? I don't get it. Why would you go out there and loot a store because you feel overly entitled to whatever they have in their stores? Is this what you guys claim to do from November 1st? Is this the plan for November? Because I don't get it. This behavior should not be entertained, should not be tolerated.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! They still it! They still it! They still it! Why not, bold? Y'all ain't gonna leave out with it.
This is gonna be a thing. People are gonna start, instead of stealing groceries from the stores, they're gonna start watching people go to their cars. And they're gonna take all of their groceries. And you know what the store gonna do? Not our business. It's outside the store. They didn't do it in the store. It's not our property.
Yeah?
Call 911. Call the authorities. Make a report. They're gonna leave your ass for dead. And people are really gonna be stealing people's carts of groceries out of the grocery parking lot. I'm telling you. It seems like it's headed that way. Now, what other choices are people gonna have to find food to eat? Do you really think they're gonna look at you with all these groceries, packing it in your car, you know, about to go home and feed your family, hard-earned money that you made from working your job, that afforded you the affordability to buy those groceries? They ain't gonna give a fuck. They ain't gonna care. They gonna snatch them bags up out your hand and be like, I wish you would. And some just might lose theirs.
Like, I'm confused. Why would you come and snatch all the groceries I got from a store? It doesn't make sense. Not everyone out there is normal. You cannot just come and snatch my groceries. It's not possible. And this habit should not even be entertained or contained at all. Find a job and feed yourself. There are different kinds of jobs that you can do that you can put food on your table. This should not be contained at all. This habit should not be entertained at all. And why would you be so proud to say this is what they are going to be doing?
There's no food stamps, so I don't have any money for fast food. That means I had to make my own breakfast this morning. Let's go. I have to run out the door, but it would have been much more convenient for me to go through the McDonald's drive-thru, give me a warm, nice McGriddle with the crispy hash browns to go to Starbucks, but I guess I have to start budgeting more.
The message is spreading fast. November the 25th through December the 2nd, we're blacking out the system. We're talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we're shutting it down. They do not get our dollar, and we're showing these organizations, this corporation of a government, that we, the people, have the power.
Oh, yeah?
For more information, go to blackoutthesystem.com. The link is...
You guys are just bragging unnecessarily. When Trump comes out and deploy the National Guard, you guys will not feel offended. What are you actually saying? Trump administration is trying to put things in place. So many people actually depend on these stamps. But that does not mean it's a do or die affair. Nothing is free in this life. You need to work hard for your money. You cannot keep having it free. Some of them are actually living their life to the fullest. They can afford to buy the most expensive phones and the most expensive hair, the most expensive bags, but they can't go and get a job. Why is the taxpayers responsible in feeding you, in feeding your family? Why should they be responsible to feed you to cater for your needs. This is just adults being irresponsible. I know at some point the government will have to come to an agreement with these people because of the chaos that is looming in the air, but that does not mean it is right.
Single mothers that got kids. Now, what can we do? We can't defeat, let alone if we do have jobs, again, what can we do? Because that was helping us.
Outrage and uncertainty, two things many Memphians who have depended on are feeling as the benefits are set to freeze. The Tennessee Department of Human Services confirmed this will be the case on their website if the government shutdown continues into November 1st. This means nearly 700,000 Tennesseans, roughly 152,000 living in Shelby County, will lose a food source many rely on to feed their families. And it's not just in Tennessee. Arkansas and Mississippi are also at risk of losing SNAP funding, which would leave about 240,000 in Arkansas. Over half of respondents noted an increased need for food assistance over the past 3 months, and that's before any benefits have been impacted. State Senator London Lamar is calling for federal lawmakers to prioritize the people they serve over politics, so nobody has to go hungry.
What you're seeing is this Democrat-Republican fighting. People on opposite sides of the end won't come to the table, negotiate, and put people first. That is going to kill our state.
SNAP benefits for her family of 6 won't hit her card.
I don't know exactly what's about to happen with this, but all I can do is just try to do my best with what I have.
Governor Jeff Landry says the weeks-long government shutdown in Washington is the reason hundreds of thousands of Louisiana families won't get SNAP benefits in November, just weeks before the holiday season.
A lot of that stuff be, potlucks and people coming together and bringing their foods together. So, I mean, if everybody's scarce, it's not going to even feel like Thanksgiving for real.
People are already threatening to cause chaos if this thing is stopped. Oh my God. I can't believe so many people are actually dependent on these food stamps. So many people are actually dependent on these EBT cards. Why can't you just go get a job and be responsible? Like, if everyone on the internet, if everyone out there is dependent on this program, who would then be the taxpayers? Why would you stay at home and lay back and not do anything? That is just so disgusting to hear. Why can't you go get a job? There are a lot of jobs out there that you can do and feed your family. And why would you have a large home, a large family with a lot of kids, and you can cater for them? Where is their dads? For you as a parent to plan to have a lot of kids, you should have a plan on how to cater for their needs. And this lady saying it's gonna be a disaster if the food stamps are cut short. The whole of the city will be in starvation and horrible things might happen. Why can't they encourage these people to go look for a job to do? All I see here is just an entitlement culture. We have become so overly entitled to these stuffs, to these things, and they see it as their entitlement. It shouldn't be stopped. Everything that has a start date has a end date, and the end has come. Now you guys are outraged. You guys are scared. You guys are worried you will starve to death. The end of EBT cards, the end of the stamps is not the end of your life. This just is an eye-opener for you all to go get a job and be responsible. Be responsible. And that's why we are all adults. I want to know what you all think in the comment section. Till then, I'll see you in the next one.